It's a special edition of the Top 5 Cards today. With spring training now underway, we're going to look at which baseball cards were the hottest during the offseason and which cards are going up the most with regular season baseball now just around the corner. Hello, sports card investors, and welcome to a special edition of the Top 5 Cards. It is our baseball spring training edition. And this is a good show today because the baseball card market has actually been very hot ever since last season ended. A lot of cards have been going up, and we're going to show you which ones have been going up the most and which ones are heating up right now. And of course, today's Top 5 is sponsored by Whatnot. And Cards HQ is now live with 4 different channels on Whatnot. We have live auctions and breaks every single day and night on our Cards HQ shop channel, on our Cards HQ breaks channel, on our Cards HQ alley channel, and now our newest channel, Cards HQ TCG, where we are ripping Pokemon packs and doing group breaks of Pokemon products for you. We would love for you to join us on Whatnot, and if you scan that QR code on your screen, or use this special link in our show description below, we'll even hook you up with $15 in free credit when you sign up for Whatnot. Okay, let's take a peek at what the overall baseball card market has done recently. And I'm going to use here in Market Movers, this is our Market Pulse feature. And we're gonna look over the last 90 days. And I brought 4 different baseball card indexes from Market Movers up onto the graph. I brought baseball cards from 1990 through 1999, from 2000 through 2009, from 2010 through 2017, and from 2018 through 2020. And if you see on the chart, this is the last 90 days, and all of these have a really nice upwards direction that they are moving. In fact, they're all up between around 6% and all the way up at 17.5%. It's actually baseball cards from 2010 through 2017 as a whole that have gone up the most over the last 90 days. Chances are, if you have a lot of baseball cards in your collection, you probably have a lot of cards that are quite a bit more valuable today than they were even 3 months ago. So make sure to use a tool like Market Movers to price out all of your cards and see what they are now worth. But now, let's talk about some of the cards that are the ones that have gone up the most. It is time for today's Top 5 Cards. All right, we're starting today's list with a cold card, as we do every week, because it's a reminder that sometimes the hot cards we feature on this show sometimes turn cold in the market and go down in the weeks or months ahead. And that is the case with Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Yes, the pitcher for the Dodgers. I'm a little surprised he's on this list because, of course, the Dodgers won the World Series. Yamamoto had a nice rookie season last year for the Dodgers, and they look poised again for another strong run this season. Now, Yamamoto appeared in 18 games last year. He was a pretty hot card for a lot of last season, but he did suffer a mid-season injury. He did spend 3 months of last season on the injured list. Maybe his cards are simply down this offseason, though, because they're coming off of a World Series high, right? His cards were very, very popular in the playoffs last season, and so it might just be coming down a little bit because they ended so strong. Looking ahead to this next season, the Dodgers plan to utilize a 6-man rotation to better manage workloads and prevent further injuries. Yamamoto is sure to be part of that, but maybe won't be utilized quite as heavily next year. We'll see how things play out. But you can see here in Market Movers what I'm talking about. The period of time we're looking from here is November 1st of 2024. So that is right after the World Series ended. We're looking like literally that's, I think, a day or two after the World Series ended last year through just a few days ago, right? So this is probably why his cards are down, because we're looking right after the World Series ended. His cards were hot, the hottest they were going into the World Series. And you can see since then they did cool off a little bit. The cards of his that we're looking at here are Yamamoto's 2024 Topps base card in PSA 10, the 2024 Home Field Advantage card in PSA 10, the 2024 Topps Chrome base card in PSA 10, and his 2024 Topps Chrome Refractor card in PSA 10. And over, since November 1st, these are all down anywhere between about 14% and about 38%. So they've all fallen back some, but Honestly, I would not be surprised if these start to reverse direction and heat up as we get towards the start of the regular season. Do you think that's going to happen? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But now let's talk about cards going up, and we're starting with our investment card of the week, and it is no other than Shohei Ohtani. Yes, the pitcher and designated hitter for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Of course, we all know Ohtani had a historic 2024 season, hitting 54 home runs and stealing 59 bases, the first player ever to go 50-50, and then he capped it off as a World Series champion. Now, unlike his teammate Yamamoto, Ohtani's cards have remained hot. So they were hot going into the World Series, and they actually have remained hot ever since the World Series, and they are continuing to go up in the market. Ohtani's a player who many people are excited about once again this season. Could he have another incredible performance from the plate? And could he perhaps also have a great performance this season from the mound? There is thought that he will return to pitching, not right away this season, but at some point this season, he's likely going to be back pitching again. So that may be helping his card prices further, as people are anticipating this season maybe even being better than last season for Ohtani. Time will tell. But right now, let's look at some of his really high-end cards here in Market Movers. We're going to look at Ohtani's 2018 Bowman Chrome Rookie Auto Pitching version of that card. We're going to look at that card in a BGS 9.5. We're also going to look at the PSA 10 version of that card as well. And then we're going to look at his 2018 Bowman Chrome Blue Refractor Batting in a PSA 10. Beautiful card there. And then we're also going to look at that same card in a BGS 9.5. And we're looking here over the course of the last year. So these cards don't sell super often, so we've got to go for a wider time period to really see a trend line on these. And you can see that over the last year, these have been going up, and they even have been going up since last season ended, believe it or not, because last season ended right around here. And for the most part, these cards are continuing to tick up even since last season ended. These Grail cards of Ohtani are super in demand. They're super sought after by collectors who want to hold them for a very long period of time. And therefore, they're hard to find. And so when they hit the market, they often have been selling for more than their previous sale on the market. In fact, these cards in particular are up anywhere between 20% and 85% over the course of the last year. His BGS 9.5 of his 2018 Bowman Chrome Rookie Auto jumped from $9,400 up to $11,700 over the last year. The PSA 10 jumped from $12,900 up to $15,500. And that Blue Refractor Batting in BGS 9.5 jumped from $15,900 all the way up to $29,300. And in a PSA 10, it has jumped from $24,400 all the way up to $34,000. Those are some big numbers that Ohtani's cards are commanding. All right, let's get into our top 5 today. Actually, it's going to be top 6. We're going to add one additional card because there were a lot of cards going up and we were having trouble deciding what the top 5 were. So we got a bonus card today. And some of these players are players who are going to be potentially kind of up-and-coming players this season. And that is the case with card number 6, George Lombard Jr., the shortstop prospect for the New York Yankees. Lombard was drafted in the first round of the 2023 MLB draft. And this spring training so far, obviously we're only a little bit into spring training, but he has been turning heads, showing his high baseball IQ and his potential as a future star. Now in 2024, he faced some challenges due to injuries which impacted his performance, but he dedicated himself this offseason to enhancing his health and his strength and aiming to stay injury-free in this upcoming season. And of course, baseball runs in his blood. His father, George Lombard Sr., was a major leaguer and is currently a bench coach for the Detroit Tigers. All right, let's take a look at Lombard Jr.'s cards here in Market Movers, and these are all from 2024. This is his 2024 Bowman Chrome first prospect auto card. We're going to look at that in raw condition. We're also going to look at the purple refractor version of that card in raw condition. We're going to look at the regular refractor version of that card in raw condition as well. Then we're going to look at the paper version of that card in raw condition from 2024 Bowman. And then finally, let's look at Bowman's best Best of 2024 autographs, the gold refractor out of 50 in raw condition. You can see going back to the beginning of the offseason, so we're going back to November 1st here, and you can see all of these cards are up quite a bit in the market. These are all up anywhere between 91% and all the way up at 195%. His Bowman Chrome Prospect Auto in raw jumped from around $23 up to $47. And then the refractor from $51 up to $115. And then this was the purple refractor that jumped from $50 up to $148. We also have the paper version, which has gone from $11 to $22. And that gold from Bowman's Best has jumped from $34 up to about $65. Nice rises here for Lombard's cards. Let's go with another up-and-coming prospect in the number 5 spot today, and it is Lawrence Butler, the outfielder for the Oakland Athletics. Now, the Athletics have not been very good recently. They've not made the playoffs since 2020. They were really bad in 2023, but they did show some signs of improvement last season in 2024. So there's a little more hope for them going into the beginning of this season. And Butler, he had a challenging start to that 2024 season. He was actually sent back down to AAA Las Vegas to refine his skills. But then he was brought back up to the majors and he made an immediate impact. He actually ended up logging 125 games and he posted a WAR of 3.0. So some reason for fans to be excited about Butler and how his skills may continue to improve this season, and that excitement is driving his card prices up. Let's take a look here in Market Movers, and we're going to look at Butler's 2024 Topps Chrome Black autograph card in raw condition. We're also going to look at his Topps Chrome Sapphire Edition autograph in raw condition as well. Let's look at his 2024 Topps Update Baseball Stars autograph in raw condition, and then finally his 2024 Topps Chrome Autograph Blue Ray Wave Refractor, number to 150, in raw condition. And you can see we're looking since, again, last offseason through now. Since the beginning of the offseason, these cards are up anywhere between about 32% and all the way up at 77%. His 2024 Topps Chrome Autograph, the black version in raw, has gone from $26 to $44. The Topps Chrome Autograph out of $199 has gone from $72 up to $128. The Baseball Stars from Topps Update Auto has jumped from $26 to $36, and the Topps Chrome Update Blue Ray Wave right there has jumped from about $78 to $103. So lots of excitement around Butler. We'll see how he and the Athletics are able to do this year. A familiar name in the number 4 spot today, it is Jasson Dominguez, the young outfielder for the New York Yankees. Now, I say Jasson Dominguez is familiar because this kid has been followed since the day he was signed by the Yankees. He's had some of his first prospect cards pop off for crazy amounts of money. There's a lot of hope that Jasson Dominguez is going to be a big deal for the Yankees going forward. And of course, the Yankees had an incredible season last year. They made it all the way to the World Series before falling to the Los Angeles Dodgers. But Dominguez actually wasn't part of hardly any of that. He was injury plagued last season, so he didn't get to contribute very much at all. But he is now coming fresh off of Tommy John surgery, and he's on track to return earlier than expected. So this has people hyped up about his cards again. He does have elite power. He has, of course, the great nickname, The Martian, and people are hoping that he does otherworldly things this year for the Yankees. Let's take a look at Jasson Dominguez's cards here in Market Movers. This is his 2020 Bowman Paper Prospects card in PSA 10. We're also going to look at his Bowman Chrome Prospects card in PSA 10 from 2020, and we're going to look at the Sapphire Edition as well in PSA 10. Then we're going to go to 2024 and look at his Topps Chrome Refractor Rookie card in PSA 10. And finally, from 2024, his Topps Chrome Rookie Autograph card in PSA 10. And you can see, going back again to the beginning of the offseason, going back to November 1st, all of these cards are up quite a bit. If you had bought Jasson Dominguez's cards, any of these cards, on the day the season ended last year, those cards would be up for you now anywhere between 22% and 149%. His Paper Prospects card jumped from around $20 to $25. His Bowman Chrome Prospects card jumped from around $20 all the way up to $51. And his Sapphire Edition from $95 up to $130. His Topps Chrome Refractor from 2024 jumped from $32 to $51, and his Topps Chrome Rookie Autograph from $172 up to $210. All of those in PSA 10, and all of those over the course of the off-season. Very nice off-season here for Jasson Dominguez's cards. In the number 3 spot today, we have an even more familiar name. It's Corbin Carroll, the outfielder for the Arizona Diamondbacks, the former Rookie of the Year award winner. Now, of course, the Diamondbacks actually fell a little bit short of expectations last season. They did not make the playoffs. It went down to the very last day, and they were up against the Mets and the Braves, and the way things played out, the Diamondbacks did not make the 2024 playoffs, which was a disappointment because they were in the World Series in 2023. And Carroll wasn't maybe as good last year as he was the year before either. He had somewhat of an up and down year, but there are many people that believe that this year in 2025, this upcoming season, that Carroll will get it all back together again and will improve on that unbelievable talent and results that we saw from him back in 2023 when he was the first player in franchise history, in Diamondbacks franchise history, to unanimously win the National League Rookie of the Year award. So lots of people are scooping Corbin Carroll's cards right now, and you can see here in Market Movers that is causing all of them to rise. Look at that graph. All of these going up very nicely. This is Corbin Carroll's 2019 Bowman Draft Chrome Refractor card in PSA 10. And this is his 2023 Topps Chrome base card in PSA 10. We're also going to look at his X-Fractor from 2023 Topps Chrome in PSA 10, and his rookie autograph from 2023 Topps Chrome in PSA 10. And finally, let's look at his home field advantage from 2023 Topps. We'll look at that one in raw condition. And since the offseason started, since November 1st, these cards are up anywhere from about 46% and all the way up at 159%. His 2019 Bowman Draft Chrome Refractors jumped from $46 to $67 in PSA 10. His 2023 Topps Chrome Base has jumped from $14 to $24 in PSA 10, and the X-Fractor from $35 to $65, and the Rookie Autograph from $136 to $225. And then finally, the home field advantage in raw condition from 2023 Topps has jumped from around $13 all the way up to $35. It's been a nice off-season for Corbin Carroll's cards. Another very familiar name in the number 2 spot today, it is Bobby Witt Jr., the shortstop for the Kansas City Royals. Now, earlier in 2024, the Royals secured Bobby Witt Jr.'s future by signing him to an 11-year contract extension. And then Witt rewarded that commitment with the best season of his young Major League Baseball career. In fact, last season, Witt led the league in batting average. He ranked 4th in OPS, and he guided the Royals to their first postseason appearance since 2015. So that performance, as you can imagine, has a lot of people excited about what Witt could do this upcoming season as well. And his cards have been hot. Let's take a look here in Market Movers. We're going to look at Bobby Witt Jr.'s 2020 Bowman Chrome Prospects card. We're going to look at that in PSA 10. We're also going to look at his Mega Box Mojo Refractor of that card in PSA 10. We're also going to look at his 2022 Topps Update base card in PSA 10, his 2022 Topps Update SP variation, back of jersey variation. We'll look at that one in PSA 10, and then finally his 2022 Topps Chrome Update base card in PSA 10. And you can see, look at the offseason climb on the chart that you see for all of these cards. It's very, very nice. These cards are up anywhere between 10% and 119%. His 2020 Bowman Chrome First Prospects card in PSA 10 jumped from $86 to $125 this offseason, and the Mojo jumped from $69 to $150. The Topps Update from 2022 PSA 10 was around $50. Now it's $55. The SP variation was $425. Now it is $577 in PSA 10. And his Topps Chrome Base has jumped from $110 to $135. I will tell you personally, I'm very excited to see what Bobby Witt Jr. can do this year, and I hope to get to meet him sometime soon. He's actually a big card collector. I would absolutely love to have Bobby Witt visit Cards HQ. Hopefully we can make that happen. All right, can you guess what the number 1 card of baseball's offseason was? Who do you think it was? Put your answer right now. Put your guess in the YouTube comments. Don't cheat. Do it right now before I actually tell you. I'm curious to see how many of you get it right. Who was the number one card of the offseason? And before I tell you who it actually was, let me remind you that all of the charts and graphs from today's show are from Market Movers. And if you're into baseball card collecting, you need Market Movers right now more than ever before. Because with the baseball season just around the corner, you need to be able to track how prices are moving up and down on millions of different baseball cards and track the value of your collection. And you can do that all in Market Movers, and you can get started for free. All you have to do is go to sportscardinvestor.com and click Market Movers in the main menu bar, or go to the App Store on your phone, search for Market Movers, download the Market Movers app, and get started today. Here it is, guys. Did you guess it correctly? The number one card of baseball's offseason is Junior Caminero, the third baseman for the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, Caminero had an up and down season with the Tampa Bay Rays last year, but people got real excited about him this offseason. And the reason why, in part, is because he put together an incredibly impressive performance in the Dominican Winter League. He had some big moments there, including a giant home run and a very slow trot around the bases to celebrate that. So people were excited about that. Then Caminero got to spring training, and in just his second spring training game, he showcased his power with his first home run, and then he followed that up with a bases clearing triple. So all of this is getting people excited about how good Junior Caminero could be this year. And as you can imagine, all of that excitement is causing his card prices to do what? To go way up. Let's take a look here in Market Movers, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is Caminero's 2023 Bowman Chrome First Prospect Auto card. We're going to look at that in PSA 10 condition. We're also going to look at the non-auto version of that card in PSA 10 condition as well. We're going to look at Caminero's 2024 Topps Chrome Rookie Autograph in raw condition. We're going to look at his Topps Update Home Field Advantage in raw condition, and then we're going to look at his 2024 Topps Allen and Ginter Mini Framed Auto in raw condition. So there you go. You can see on the graph all of these really moving up nicely, man, especially that Chrome Prospect Auto. My goodness. Now, this one we're looking at actually in PSA 10 condition. That card at the beginning of the offseason, somebody bought that card for $82, and it most recently sold for $290. That is a nice off-season profit, but all of these are up a lot. The non-auto version of that 2023 Bowman Chrome Prospects in PSA 10 jumped from $18 up to about $29 during the offseason, and his 2024 Topps Chrome Rookie Autograph Raw jumped from $46 to about $100 over the course of the offseason. His Home Field Advantage raw condition jumped from $30 to about $39, and that mini framed auto from Topps Allen and Ginter jumped from around $59 up to $69 in raw condition. So there you go. Number one baseball card of the offseason, Junior Caminero. All right, guys, what did you think about today's list? If you enjoyed the show, please like and please subscribe. And go get Market Movers right now. You are going to love it. You're going to want to track card prices in Market Movers. Go to sportscardinvestor.com and click Market Movers in the main menu bar, or download the Market Movers app to your phone today. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you soon with our next one. Take care, everybody.